let's look for some clues here. 70% of the earth is water. 70 to 80% of our body is water. Water is one of the most important ingredients in our program here at Innerlight. So when you're eating, what should your plate look like? Well, taking the clues from the previous chart, in a perfect world, you want to be 70% alkaline, water-rich, raw foods, and 30% acidic foods. Now, this graphic here probably isn't the easiest thing to read, but this is what you're striving for. This is what your plate should look like. Most people, though, are on the opposite side. They're 30% alkaline, water-rich, raw foods, and 70% acidic foods. And that's okay. That's a starting point. You may have to kind of move slowly and go 40% alkaline foods and 60% acidic, and then move to 50-50, and then 60-40. And your goal is to get to 70% alkaline foods and 30% acidic foods. And you can make a game out of this whereby maybe 6 days a week you eat great, your water-rich, raw foods, alkaline foods, etc. And then 1 day a week you can eat to your heart's desire and go out and cheat. But do whatever you need to do to get more of the alkaline foods into your diet. Now let's start looking at the foods. We're going to look at 3 groups. Foods you can eat freely, foods you can eat in moderation, foods you should limit or stay away from. Dr. Robert O. Young wrote a book called The pH Miracle for Weight Loss. I really like this book, and it's because what he did is he categorized all foods into 6 categories: highly alkaline, moderately alkaline, mildly alkaline, highly acidic, moderately acidic, and mildly acidic. And for myself, if I'm going to cheat and eat acidic foods, I always try to keep it to the mildly or moderately acidic category. I try never to go into the highly acidic category. But here are some of the foods that you can eat freely. Okay, right here you've got a lot of your vegetables: red, orange, yellow bell peppers, lettuce, onions. You know, a lot of the green leafy vegetables. And then here you got another list of the foods. The good oils are really critical on this program. I love almonds. In fact, I am a regular shopper at one of our stores up here and really stock up on those and snack on the almonds a lot. Avocados. Make it a habit to eat 1 or 2 avocados per day. I mean, there's a really good source of the good fats, and they also contain protein. Use lemon and lime on everything. Here you've got some more of your grasses, your seeds, and distilled water is the preferred water to use on this program. Our company Innerlight sells a whole house water purification system called Simply Pure that can also be used. This system can create pH neutral, contaminant free, mineral rich water from every faucet in your house. Now let's move into the foods you can eat in moderation. People always ask, why can't I eat more fruit? Well, many fruits are alkaline, but fruits are also high in sugar. Sugar feeds yeast, and then these little yeasty beasties, they have appetites too, and they excrete their waste into your blood. And anyone who does live cell analysis, live blood cell analysis, can actually see this. It's called a mycotoxin. It's a poison. And remember earlier I talked about the pH Miracle for Weight Loss book that Dr. Robert O. Young wrote? Well, in the mildly acidic column, there are 3, talking about fruits here, of my favorite fruits: the nectarines, plums, and cantaloupe. And we have an abundance of these where I live. And so when I'm going to eat fruit, I try to eat those 3 fruits. Now, I'll treat myself with a little bit of watermelon and things like that every now and then too. But like I said, I try to always concentrate on that, if I'm going to go acidic, mildly or moderately column. Over the holidays, you may want to get an organic, free-range turkey. Beans are great. In fact, if you're at a restaurant, you have to cheat. Get rice and beans, preferably if they have any kind of a brown basmati rice. It's a classic combo, and it's okay on this program. In season, you've got your pecans, walnuts, Brazil nuts. So these are just a list of your foods that you can eat in moderation. Now we're getting into the foods where we need to limit or eliminate them altogether. And the sad part is that this is where most people's diets consist of. And what you want to try to limit are your, your potatoes, all your different kinds of meat, your pork, veal, chicken, eggs. The liver, the beef. Chicken too, yeah. And the milks, the peanuts. I mean, you can see the list here. And if you're in shock, then just limit these items. I mean, that's all you can do. I mean, like I said, you want to try to become aware first, and then over time try to eat less and less of these basically dead foods here. And try to put a plan in place over weeks, months, and years to reduce or eliminate many of these types of foods. But you see here, you've got your coffee, try to limit that, fruit juices that are packaged, even natural fruit juices. Teas, your black teas. Okay, here are some more of the acidic foods. Again, I would highly recommend any of Dr. Young's books, but specifically, and I think it was on one of the previous charts, I had a picture of it. His book on the pH Miracle for Weight Loss has a good categorization of the good foods. So in summary, the earth is 70% water and 30% land. Our bodies are 70 to 80% water and 20 to 30% mass. So doesn't it make sense that our plates should be 70% raw, water content rich, alkaline foods? The goal is to get to 70-30 with your diet. All right? This is what your plate should look like. If you're there, great. If not, work up to it over time. If you need to, have some fun. Make it a game with yourself. One couple I know, they try to eat great all during the week, and then on a Saturday night, they go out and have fun and eat to their heart's desire. And that's perfectly okay. So, I hope you learned a couple of new things today. A lot of great information in Dr. Young's books. And if you need to reach me, here are my websites, trysupergreens.com, and then you can see my Innerlight website there. And you can also call me. The best number to reach me at is my U.S. number. It's 305-767-2778.